everyone. Hope everyone's having a fantastic morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on where you are. We're starting the thing today. the thing that's gonna probably be the longest playthrough that I'm ever going to do on Twitch, because it's gonna be a long one in total. It's so long I'm splitting it up into expansions. Anyway, hi, welcome in Scully. Thank you so much again for the 9 months resub. And hi Shroka, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one. Yeah, the thing. So, I have talked about it multiple times on both streams and on Twitter, but I am planning on... Did I turn my gain down on this mic? Alright. Let me know if the audio sounds like a little funky, because I was recording stuff earlier, which means I do mess with my microphone a little bit when I'm doing that, so that's why... That's why that happens sometimes. But yeah, so I am planning on replaying all of Final Fantasy XIV, the expansion specifically. Nobody can make me stream the entirety of A Realm Reborn. I have already done that multiple times by myself. I'm never doing it again. But, so the plan is I'm going to be streaming from patch 2.3 to patch 6.0. Does having a second OBS profile let you adjust audio settings without messing with your streaming setup? I'm not sure. I have never had a second OBS profile. I wasn't recording stuff on OBS. I was recording it on Audacity, which means I adjust like my physical microphone settings when I'm recording on Audacity. Because for some reason, if I just stream it, record it. If I record it like as is, then it like turns out a little too quiet for some reason, even though it's fine for streaming. It's just like it's not for Audacity for some reason. Hi Nugget, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one. Good morning, good morning. Hope you're having a great Saturday morning for you. You're almost to your day off. Stay strong. But yeah, so I'm starting, so because going from Final Fantasy MSQ from 2.3 to 6.0 is such a long time, I'm splitting up the playthrough between expansions. So this expansion is going to be from patch 2.3 to the end of patch 3.3. So I'm going to be covering that portion in the Heavensward section. Holiday today. Ooh. Oh shit, nice. Nice. You're starting to like your weekend a little early. We're going all the way to 6.0. Just thought it was just Heavensward. Nope. No, Shroka. We're going all the way. It's just that I'm separating them. So, like, yeah, the plan is, like, I'm going to be playing until patch 3.3, and then I'm going to take, like, a little break from it. Like, I'm going to play a little bit of Rune Factory, and then once I'm wrapped up with Rune Factory, I'm going to go back and do Stormblood, and it's going to go like that. So I'm going to, like, play a short game between. So that way I'm not doing, like, a whole year of straight Final Fantasy, because it would end up being that way, because, like, yeah. And plus, even, like, since I do 2 games at a time, I still have, like, if I'm get a little burnt on Final Fantasy, I can always, like, do Tales of Symphonia 2 again and stuff. So this is a setup that I've found that should work to make sure that this does happen and I don't get burnt out. But in the Heavensward portion, we are planning on doing, in addition to the MSQ from 2.3 to 3.3, we are also going to be doing Crystal Tower raids, Alexander, Mock raids, and there's one more thing. Is it really just Mock, Crystal Tower, Alexander? Yeah, those are all the raids. I thought there was something else. Oh yeah, we're also doing Machinist job quests, because I'm starting Machinist this expansion. Binding Coil. Real talk, still haven't done Binding Coil on my main, so maybe not. If anything, it gives me the opportunity to see what Alize says about Binding Coil when I haven't done it. So, that'll be new content for me, because I've only half done it for years. So probably not Binding Coil. It's also the hardest one to do when you're, like, not level 90, because you can't solo everything. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing this all on an alternate account. It's NurX. I'll be playing on Midgard Somar Aether, and I'm also planning on doing a lot. Yeah, you'd probably have to ask a 90th. Exactly, like, I mean, I guess that's like a collab idea. I am also doing a lot of collaborations during this because it's like it's a multiplayer game. I want to play with other people. And actually, my first collab is gonna be next week. So, like, that'd be a nice collab idea. Just like, hey, carry me through the binding coil, so I can actually do it for this character. Because otherwise, it'd be impossible. You can't even do that roulette. Nobody does roulettes for binding coil. Anyway, let's get started. So, currently we are at the beginning leecher. Listen, sometimes when you play the hit MMORPG Final Fantasy XIV, you have to leech off of people. There is no coil. Really? No, wait, are you talking about like how nobody ever fucking roulettes it? I mean, there used to be, because I remember, or unless I'm like remembering it wrong. It's not a normal raid roulette. Oh, yeah, it's not in roulette. So, but you can still queue it in like regular duty finder. It just that nobody does it. so like when I was like a wee sprout, I tried to do binding coil, and I like was like, okay, I'm gonna just like I'm gonna pull this up in roulettes and wait, and then nobody did it. Yeah. Nothing fills into it except, yeah, nothing, nobody ever, like, came in for the roulette. It didn't even go up from 1. So, I learned very quickly that I was not doing it as I was. Yeah. Oh, by the way, this is the first, I mean, I guess we could just do the just talking portion this time. I was just, like, really excited to jump into the game. But this is my first solo stream since I came back from Katsucon. So I want to talk a little bit about that because I had a lot of fun. A lot of cool things happened. I'm happy to report. So for those of you who probably saw this on Twitter, I've been trying to learn a little bit more about corporate VTubers because I don't know anything about them, and sometimes it is to my detriment. Oh, hi 1010, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one. Yeah, so I've been trying to learn about corporate VTubing because, like, sometimes I'm, like, sharing memes that, like, corporate VTubers are in, and, like, sometimes I'm sharing it around, they're like, oh yeah, I love that character from I love that VTuber from Hololive, and I'm like, they're in fucking Hololive? So, I've been trying to fucking learn about them, so at least I know who people are nowadays. So, it has been to my success because at Katsucon I recognized a lot of, like, VTuber, like, stuff in the Merchant's Alley, stuff in the Artist Alley, and also I recognized cosplayers, so now I'm pointing out all the VTuber stuff, just like, I know who you are now. I'm very proud of myself. I feel like I'm getting hip with the kids knowing all these corporate VTubers now. So, hey Suit, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one. So, that was cool. One interesting thing about Katsucon, I do cosplay whenever I go to conventions, and I was recognized the most as the most obscure character. Like, I cosplayed from Charlotte from Hello Charlotte, which if you have not played it, 1, there's a playthrough that me and Matcha did on his channel, and 2, it's very good, you should just play it on your own anyway. But most people recognize me from that game, even though it is very obscure compared to the other cosplays I did. So I was happy about that, but also confused. What else? I don't know. I'm probably gonna think about more stuff as we get into it. Because I did have, like, a lot of things I wanted to talk to, but now it's been a week, and I'm old. So when you're old, you forget things now. So let's get into it. So let's get started. As I said, I am parked, well, Q first, but I am parked old. Squishy, how you doing? I hope you're having a fantastic one. Ah, new character. Yes. This is my alternate account that I'm doing the entire Final Fantasy playthrough on. So this is what you're gonna see a lot of, because she's going all the way to Endwalker. Yeah. Oh my god, Squishy in my chat. Oh. So yeah, we're gonna do some MSQ today. We're currently having a drink with Thancred. I'm excited for the Endwalker. I am excited too, but it's gonna be it's so long. Yeah, Squishy, even though technically this is only a Heaven's Ward, you're nowhere near Graha, right? No. Oh, I should announce this now, but next week I'm doing Crystal Tower with Squishy and Soot on stream. I'm very excited for that. But we're only doing MSQ today. I do have the quest, like, available to me. I have my outfit. I'm so excited I saw it. I'm very, very excited for your Crystal Tower outfit. Yeah, I have the quest available, but I'm not going to start it until next week. By the way, maybe I shouldn't be asking this on stream, like, details about the next stream, but is it okay if I, like, start the quests on the stream next week? Or should I just start at this stream so I have, like, the first one ready to go next week? I don't know. Anyway, Thancred's drinking. Just because I am replaying all of this for the story. If you want, I can come around to Crystal Tower. 1010. I would love it if you Crystal Towered with me. Yeah, so I am going to be doing, like, all the reading, and I'm also not playing... Well, I forgot to update my stream elements. I am not playing Pio Priori today. Let me just a second. We're gonna talk to Thancred for a little bit while I update that. Well, guys, here's a reminder. Always update your stream elements before you start streaming, or else you get that popping up in your chat. Okay, I turned it off. I'm also turning up the collab command. Okay. We're not playing Pio Fiore today. I'm sorry. If you wanna watch it though, every Tuesday, like me, Tenten, Matcha, two of my really good friends, Mochi and Brevi, like we all read it every Tuesday. Like, it'd be so like great if you like stop by and stuff. Anyway, hi Thancred. He's drunk. Some 15 years ago, a mission took me to Ul'dah. So was then I first chanced to gaze upon your beauty. I was utterly transfixed. I dared not blink, lest I deprive myself of even a split second of your radiance. You do flatter me, dear, and I do believe you had too much to drink. Lest? Lest? Oh my god. Anyway, so I'm gonna do my spiel, because we are starting a new playthrough, and I'm not starting at the beginning of it. So, for those of you who have never played A Realm Reborn, which I think is gonna be nobody, like, including VODs, but in case there's someone in the VOD who has never played A Realm Reborn before, or didn't read through their Realm Reborn experience, we are the Warriors of Light. We are currently working with the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. We have this special... So we began as an adventure, and we found out we had this special power called the Echo, which makes it so that sometimes we have a migraine and see the past of someone in front of us. And because of this, we are immune to this thing called tempering, which sorry, I'm like trying to think, but sometimes there are things called primal summoned. They require a lot of ether and a lot of prayer, and when they're summoned, they force you to become their servants by tempering. It's primal mind control, but because we have the Echo, we are completely immune to it. So that is a good thing, and that's how we got recruited into the Scions. And then a bunch of stuff happened. We defeated some primals. We found that the Garlean Empire was trying to take over our continent of Eorzea again, and we defeated them, and now we're here. We're still working with the Scions. Recently some Doman refugees came to seek shelter from, like, the Garleans took over Doma. So that's what recently just happened in MSQ. And now we're just kind of hanging. We're just trying to make the world a better place. And now we're here, and Thancred's drunk. That's what happens sometimes. He gets drunk and starts flirting with someone else. So let's go in. We have our next quest coming up, the Great Divide. And I know that we're not starting directly in Heavensward, but a lot of stuff in 2.3 and 2.4 deals directly with stuff that happens in Heavensward, so I thought it was a good point to start at this point. Minfilia's thoughts keep returning to the fate of the students of Baldesion. Oh yeah, the students of Baldesion fucking died. Like, I forget what it was. Like, the island that the students of Baldesion were either stationed at or were living at disappeared. So, something bad happened to those guys. And Minfilia is very concerned because an island just disappeared. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. Urianger will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I should speak of a different matter, one close to home. It concerned etheric fluctuations which we previously attributed to good King Mugelmog the 12th. That the king is no more as a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet not as all well in the 12s would. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude. They may even suggest the presence of a primal. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation. I would have you interrupted. Asilia, I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. Thancred's drunk again. What manner of problem? A band of refugees hailing from Ul'dah this time are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford the same treatment we gave to Domans. At present, they are in 7th heaven awaiting a formal response. I see. Mayhap this is to be expected. I shall meet them at once. Celia, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted by will hear their suit. Ner, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. You contributed nothing, but I'm grateful. You're my emotional support warrior of light. Alright, let's go talk to them. I'm excited to get into Heaven's Ward proper, though, because I have played so much of Aromaborn because I have a stupid amount of alts that I've just been playing Aromaborn stuff in. So I'm like, oh shit, I can do expansions again? Whoa. So excited to get to that point. I apologize to keep you waiting. My name is Minfilia and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I just saw the chat cover of it. Yeah. Yeah, it's gonna be the chat cover message for the entire playthrough. I miss him. Yeah. It is forever going to be my chat cover picture. 12th praise, it is you. Are you taking a detour in Heavensward? Yeah, I'm actually doing all of the raid stuff. So I'm doing Crystal Tower, Mach, and Alexander. So all three of them are gonna be done. So yes, I am going to be simping. Ivalice will take you like, I fucking hate Ivalice. But I gotta do it. I'm also gonna... Okay, here's the thing. I do like the Alexander, I like the Alexander story, so I'm excited for that. Ivalice I'm not excited for. But we'll do. Thank you. I'm always open for company through the raids. But Ivalice, I'm going to tear my hair out because I don't even like the story for Ivalice. So I'm just gonna be like, oh wow, this would be really interesting. This would be really interesting if I played Final Fantasy XII. And it's so long, yeah. It's so long, and if you haven't played 12, it's like nothing makes sense to you. And also, the characters aren't even that good. Yeah. It's... Yeah, Ivalice is my least favorite, because they're not fun to play. The story's not good. I'm sure I would have enjoyed it more if I played 12, but I haven't, so I don't like it. And it's, like, everyone's aggravating there. I don't know. It's never a good feeling to get, Ivalice. I'll tell you right now. Okay? Tell me. It was not that much more enjoyable. Okay, so it's just bad all around. And I play 12 in Tactics. We love it when they're like, oh, we're gonna expand this extended universe into 12, 14, and do nothing with it. I mean, Nier didn't fucking make sense, but it was really fun. It was a really fun raid series. We're ready and willing to work, same as the Domans. Just give us the tasks and we'll see it done. Yeah, Baja's story is really good, but you have to get through Ivalice to get it. I kind of enjoyed 12. I mean, we're not talking about 12. We're talking about the Ivalice raids in 14. So, good for you that you enjoy 12. It's just that whatever's good about 12 did not translate to 14. Yeah. Yeah, like, we're not shitting on 12. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, yeah. It's just that the raids suck. Pray calm yourself. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know naught of your situation. Beg your pardon, fuck, how do I pronounce that again? Antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one that got took. When they say there's work, there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully a soul sooner than his palms, any road. The flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich bastards in the city didn't help us up. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I know we had to run, and the only question was where. And then what came to me, Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? You'd surely do the same for us. I fear the situation is rather complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstance. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity. I had to get the advanced HD version with improvements like autosave to get what 12 had to offer. Hi! Hello, Super Henry Jones. How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one. Yeah, I haven't played the original, but I do have the enhanced remaster. I just haven't played it yet. That's the fucking story of the world. I have so many games that I have and yet to play in my library. And so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. It is a neat game. I know, like, the one thing I know about 12 is I used to follow someone who heavily simped for the pirate dude. Like, the dude with short hair and looked kind of suave. I just followed someone who was a huge simp of that man. So I've seen that man a lot. Yeah, that dude. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but that one. I see I found another simp. Yeah, yes, that one. I don't know him, but I have seen him a lot. He's so suave. Okay. Is he a character I would like? Is he a... Wait a minute. 1010. Is he a suave bastard? Do I have to play 12 now? It's fine, I'm so behind that they dropped Theorhythm and Octopath 2 in a week between them. Yes. By the way, has anyone played Octopath 2? I want to know if they improved the thing that made me drop it. Because, like, I loved Octopath 1, but there was, like, an issue with it that I, like, could not get around. So I actually, like, did not play, like, it beyond a certain point. I played the prologue. Okay. I am personally wondering if, what is it? So, in Octopath 1, like, the characters don't really interact. like, I played this really dramatic backstory and that involves, like, I played the dancer's, like, first story. But the thing is, I had characters in my party, but it was acting like she was alone the entire time. And I hate that. So, I did not play it beyond there, because I was like, man, it's like I'm playing 8 individual characters rather than a group of people traveling together. It was horrible. So, I'm really hoping that Octopath 2 is like that, because I liked it other than that part of it. I hope they improve the storytelling. But, okay. But we've nowhere else to go. You're turning our back on us? If I might have a word... Tataru is ought to miss. Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphino has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They must have been provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. Seven hells, now the Blade will have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antis, please, if you won't help us build a new life, at least help us keep the ones we've got. My lady. We are not the ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstance surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alfino and quickly. If he's in danger or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Oh, but I don't like Alfino right now. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida and Papalimo will see to it. Alfino is being treated at the hourglass. Hurry, Nur. Yeah, I really don't like Alfino in A Realm Reborn. I hated him. When I first played A Realm Reborn, I was like, this little brat, I'm going to take his lunch money. But yeah. So, this is going to be the start of Crystal Tower. We have this outlandish man. Looks very strange. Looks like there's something on his forehead, but who the fuck knows? Maybe just weird. Anyway. Anyway, let's go. I skipped so much, half because the story was men, half because I was trying to catch up with the friends. Yeah. I mean, admittedly, I skipped so much of A Realm Reborn, like, not like skipping it, but I wasn't paying as much attention to it because I was kind of bored with some of it. Like, I was having fun playing it, but like, when I had to read the story, I was just like, this is an info dump. I don't like info dumps. But then I got kicked in the teeth with Heavensward, then I was paying attention the entire time. Definitely did not pay attention to a good amount of A Realm Reborn. Yeah, it's literally because most of it's an info dump. Like, you're getting thrown with so much world building that it's like, it's necessary, but also, yeah, Trials are what hooked me. Yeah. I was like, I was speeding to catch up to everyone. I think I only just caught up by the time 5.3 came around.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well.
Fucking hate his voice in The Realm Reborn. They have early interactions when you meet, but they're pretty generic. Later in the first game, it has more interactions between the characters, like the Tales of optional scenes. First one never gives a reason why they join up and travel. Second seems to be more, I'm in a situation where more people will be helpful. If you help me things, I'll help you with things. Okay, so at the very least, they're making an effort based on that. Because there was no effort in Octopath. They're just like, they exist together without any reason. But that seems like they're making a step for it. Here's the thing. Okay, I'm gonna get into my annual Star Ocean 2 Ruined Me series. Because in fucking Star Ocean 2, all but 2 characters are optional. But they make it, if you're playing the game blind, you do not realize that because they make a point to make sure that all the characters have some sort of, like, thing to add to the situation. Like, it fucking ruins me. Like, when I played Octopath 1, I was like, man, fucking Star Ocean 2 did this better. Like, everyone was fucking optional in Star Ocean 2, but they still made it a point to make it so they all seem like a cohesive unit, and they all interact and shit, and all the story stuff. And then, in fucking Octopath, they don't even fucking make a distinction. Ugh. Anyway, cutscene time.
Da, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
You understand? Yeah. Star Ocean 2 ruined me. From enjoying Octopath Traveler specifically.
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dan, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dan way of thinking, they may as well not exist. Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers, while more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry. The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions.
God. Oh yeah, this is a patch where they start giving a shit about good storytelling. Because they're actually like, hey, this is a deal with Ul'dah. Sam, Regal, Alfie, I need you to stop. Hey, Sam Regal, you're fantastic in other games. What happened here? Like, you're phoning it in, my good sir. I get the feeling Octopath was for people like me who are busy in old games, so you take a month off and jump back in without wondering where the hell you are and what the story's doing. I mean, yeah, I get that, but I don't know. I also come from old games. I also don't have too much, but there's better ways. There's better ways to like catch people up than like making it very bare bones plot wise. I don't know. Yeah, like, what is your accent, Sam Regal? Like, what are you doing? Thankfully, we're not gonna hear... I don't think we're gonna hear any of Sid, because, like... Does he have any more speaking rules before Heaven's Ward? Because he gets swapped out in Heaven's Ward. He sounds so weird in a Overboard, though.
It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence.
Probably not. Yeah, I think if we had the opportunity, it would have been like in Praetorium. Yeah, where's Urianger? I think Urianger might have a speaking role before we get into Heaven's Ward. I think so, at least.
That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
Honestly, I think the accent for Alfino is more like what an American thinks what rich people sound like in daily life. That's what I think what he's going for there, but it's not working. It just sounds weird. Alright, I'm just gonna take the money. Desperate times, Alfino wishes to investigate the circumstances surrounding the riot. As I told you before, it was all but inevitable that the incident of this kind would eventually occur given the rising tensions within the Sultanate. Nevertheless, I have reason to believe this particular riot may have not begun spontaneously. Have I piqued your curiosity? Good. Then you will accompany me to the Hall of Flames. I would hear what General Rauban has to say upon the matter. Okay, let's go. Man, I can't wait until I can finally be a machinist. I want to play machinist on this account, but I can't do it until I get the fucking Ishgard. So I'm a summoner. I'm in summoner jail until then. Now is not a good time, Nur. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alfino, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeons. God, I just like had the immediate realization to like, oh yeah, if I read all of this, I'm gonna have to pronounce a lot of Final Fantasy XIV bullshit. Uh-oh. Well, at least I can accept it now. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Exactly! I'm gonna have to... 10-10, I'm gonna have to read all the Ishgard names without any voice acting to go with it. Oh no! Not entirely. He secured the city soon enough. Not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remained throughout Thandalin. I'll be fine. No, Squishy, you don't understand. Do you not remember all of Ishgard? Half of the names look like key smashes, Squishy. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They're so damnably elusive. I'm ready to be educated. Like, you know how, like 10-10, remember how we're butchering the Italian language on our Tuesday readings? I'm gonna be butchering whatever French bullshit comes up in Ishgard. Like, personally. Don't remind me. Listen, we're gonna have to, like, face the facts. None of us can speak Italian. I can well imagine. Given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between Uldan's citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not even a single gil to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately sent in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. The General's no fool. He keeps his own counsel with good cause. Were he to claim without necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the monetarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have more faith in your abilities, Nur. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation independent of the authorities. To that end, I would make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring and belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but I've no doubt that you can persuade him with your silver tongue. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, mysteriously, with rich people money, after which we can regroup and share our feelings. Well then, shall we? Nod. Bye, Alfie, now. You look as though you have something to say, Nur. Do you? What you ask is no simple favor. Were such information to fall into the wrong hands, the lives of countless soldiers would be at risk. Even so, there is wisdom in your words. An able individual may be better suited to this task than a regiment. Very well. The blast. What the hell am I saying? The brass blades have reported sussy activity in the vicinity of Lost Hope. It may be unrelated to recent events, but we doubt it. I suggest you begin by speaking to the blades posted there. Okay. So, let's go here. I'm trying to, like, conserve my Aetheryte tickets. Just because they're so expensive now, I'm gonna, like, wait until it gets, like, super expensive. Ah, let me... I'm so glad that I can fly now. I don't have to fucking walk everywhere. And what brings you here, adventurer? A searcher for refugees? Well then, you've come to the right place. Ah, you mean those refugees. Oh no, you won't find them here. Most of the people in Lost Hope have come to accept their situation and are content to pass their days in peace and quiet. Hi. Hello, Melody. Welcome in. Hope you're having a fantastic one. Outsiders have trouble understanding that, like that merchant who passed through recently. Gregarious fellow, but awfully opinionated. Can't say it was sad to see him go. Leofric? That's so close to Leofric. A friend of the Sultanate, are we? I take it this means someone has read my report. The refugees who left with the merchant have yet to return, and I am increasingly concerned that Zazawaka's suspicions were correct. You haven't the foggiest what I'm talking about, do you? Never mind. Speak with Zazawaka. He will explain everything. Who the hell is Zazawaka? Hello? Ah, don't hurt me, I'm not one of them. I beg your pardon? You're not a flame? I see. If Leofric bid you speak with me, then I take it you've agreed to help. 12 be praised for that, because we haven't a moment to waste. Everyone knows the flames are on the march. The others have fallen under the fanatic spell, but not I. Promises of revolution and retribution, of holding the ruling class to account and taking that which is owed. Ha! A childish fantasy. I did everything I could to dissuade the others from leaving, but few would heed my words. Now that one of our idealists has returned, however, the madness of the merchant's plan is plain for all to see. Look beyond yonder tent and you will understand why. Even now he babbles incoherently, so traumatized is he by the bloodshed he witnessed. Try as I might, I can make little sense of his words beyond the fact that he is not alone in surviving. Yet I've no doubt that the merchant will lead the remainder to their doom. I beg of you, find them before he does. What other quest do I have here? Oh, I have just this. Well, well, I did that. I don't even remember what that quest is for. What was this for? Oh. I don't even know what this... I don't remember this quest, but I have it. Okay, well... Oh, I could just, like, dump them everywhere. Okay. We interrupt this MSQ run to do a side quest that I forgot I was going to do. Okay, one more. I'm gonna get some experience that's not gonna transfer over to my actual main class for this character. Okay. I did the thing. Okay, well, I don't see any quest markers anymore, so I guess I'll eventually find the end of it. Does Final Fantasy XIV have a sub? Yes. Do I have to pay every month? Yes, that is correct. I don't know how much it is every month, because I'm on like a multi-month plan, so it is a sub-related sub, but there is a free trial up to level 60. Featuring the Heavenzord expansion. So there is a free trial if you want to try it out before you do a sub. What are you doing? Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Don't draw. Why did you run away with me? We could have escaped together. Then you'd be here with me. Be here to soothe me. Why? Why did you have to stay and leave me alone? Okay, got to soothe this guy. Soothing him. Who are you? What do you want? Aye, it's true. I followed the merchant, and may the gods strike me down for my folly. What they will not give, you must take, he said. When When we asked how, he revealed a cache of weapons he had bought and implored us to seize control of our fates. I thought about running then to there, but the others were so excited. He split us into 2 groups, sent us off on our own. How many expansions of Final Fantasy? Yeah, it's 4. Heavensward, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Endwalker. But when the flames found us, we didn't know what to do. Our leader tried to parley with theirs, but then they started arguing, then fighting, and then everyone was fighting. And the flames were shouting to give no quarter, and... oh gods, the other group. They're still out there. If we don't stop them, they'll be massacred like mine was. Oh. The other refugees are hiding in caves south of Lost Hope, but to approach them would be fruitless. They would sooner call us agents of the Sultanate and try to kill us than listen to reason. Why, the twins might even deign to do the deed themselves. A pox on all bloody sellswords. They were supposed to train us to fight, but the ones he sent with us vanished during the struggle. Oh, if only we never listened to that merchant's ridiculous claims. He said our cause was righteous, that the gods would never suffer us to be defeated. Though if they were forced to confront reality, that's it. Challenge the twins to combat and show my brethren that the strongest warriors are no match for one woman. But mayhap then they agreed to lay down their arms and renounce this plot. Alright. Alright, we gotta intimidate some people. Where are they? Oh, they're not too far. Probably in these caves. I was correct. 7 hells, they found us. Everyone, grab your gear and make for the rendezvous point. So that's your game, is it? Ah ha ha. Sorry to disappoint ye, lass, but we're more than willing to kill ye ourselves. I'm under attack. Oh. While you're playing Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, long time. I actually don't remember. I think I started playing in either 2018 or 2019. I forget. I think I started in 2018, like late 2018, and I've been hooked since. I'm in the free portion of the subscription. I'll get back to it someday. When my laptop CPU wiggled when I put in the middle of a story quest. I got a black mark as a result, and I've been too anxious to go back. Ah! Hopefully one day you do come back to it. I've been really enjoying this, and I'm a single player person, primarily. Oh, there's more! What expansion are you playing right now? I am currently in the base game. I am playing through A Realm Reborn, like the end of it. So I'm in the patch quests. Aha! Not so desperate now, are you? You beat him like it was nothing. Thal Almighty, what are we gonna do now? If you start, be sure to support a healer. Tanks require extra... I would actually recommend you start as a DPS. Did you exercise today? No. I was too busy playing rhythm games at the arcade. No, I didn't though. But as a heads up, I'm only doing jumping jacks today as the exercise redeems. Because, during my Wednesday stream with Matcha, someone kept on saying the word okay, which means I did 90 squats, and my feet and my legs still feel a little whack. Should have been playing DDR. Listen, I was playing Waka. I was playing Waka in Project Diva. Sue me. And then, so my legs are feeling a little off since doing 90 squats during Matcha's stream on Wednesday. And also, I woke up today and my shoulder feels weird because I slept on it wrong. Because that's what happens when you sleep wrong now. So, jumping jacks are going to be fine, but everything else I turned off. That's just a heads up. If you want to, like, really make me suffer, it's only going to be with jumping jacks. Oh my god, no. Listen, sometimes you sleep in the wrong position and your shoulder gets fucked up. It was really weird playing Waka today. Because, like, I would have to, like, raise my hand up, like, oh, can't do that today. Instead of Waka, I should have been taking a Waka. Listen. It's rare when I get to go to the arcade. I was trying to. I was enjoying my day off. I had a day off today. I wanted to enjoy it. Yeah, hugs everyone in old age. That was my back like a few weeks ago. I could not bend down because I slept. Yeah, like, I don't even know how I slept on it wrong. It was, like, I sleep on my side, but I think I just slept on my side wrong last night. So, I don't know, like, ugh. Old age problems. Your shoulder feels weird if you just sleep in the wrong position. Your legs feel weird because someone decided to say the word okay too many times during Wednesday. It's a wild time, your adulthood. You've returned. Did you find my brethren? What of the twins? What happened? I see. Well, you had no choice. Better a handful of them take a beating from you than not get butchered by the flames. Tell me, what did the merchant have to say when it was over? Huh? But where else could he be? Unless he went to Stone's Throw to recruit others. Uh-oh. Damn, didn't know my favorite streamers were all 50 years old. No, not that old. Can't believe you. Nugget thinks we're 50 years old now. Apparently I move around a lot in sleeping. Either my fitness watch glitches out or I burn 1,000 calories while sleeping. Like, Henry goes to sleep and immediately just, like, does a 5K. Like, completely horizontal too, just, like, fucking jogging while he's laying down. The merchant wished to approach the refugees in Stone's Throw, but was waiting until the flames withdrew their forces from the vicinity. Now that they have, there's nothing to stop him from continuing his work. Henry's body just starts going sicko mode. Yeah. Man, I wish my body went sicko mode while I was sleeping. I'd be so much more healthier that way. How many more must perish in pursuit of this futile cause? How much more suffering must be endured before it ends? Find him. Convince him to cease his mad quest. It will surely lead us to ruin. Okay, bye. Oh yeah, I have more mounts. Yeah, I got more mounts. Gotta put this one in my hotbar. Is big chocobo. Big red. Okay, where is this? Oh, it's down here. Okay. Man, I love being able to fly in a Realm Reborn zones. I don't have to think about walking everywhere and avoiding mountains. I can just fly over them. It's so great. I can't believe I did this without flying back in the day. Okay, it's over here. Hello? Hello? Have you seen my parents? They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with that man from Ul'dah. The man said they were going to change everything. Make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, miss, are you looking for someone? I'm looking for a merchant. You mean the man who left with my parents? But I don't know where he... And Duste is Lord. Wait, look! Over there! I think that's him. Well now, which of these gullible fools shall be my next victim? I don't know, I think this guy's...
Fuck you, Baltimore!
If you're dumb enough to buy a new car this weekend...
You're a big enough schmuck to come to Big Bill Hell's Cars!
Bad deal!
Cars that break down!
Thieves!
If you think you're gonna find a bargain at Big Bill...
You can kiss my ass!
We... Fuck you, Baltimore! Which of these gullible fools shall be my next victim at Big Bill Hell's? Bad deals, cars that break down. If you want to overthrow the Sultanate, you can kiss my ass. Have you heard of challenge pissing? That's right, we'll fuck your wife. He's getting away. Go get him, miss. That's Big Bill Hell right over there. The fucking timing of finding a shady immersion that fucking Big Bill Hell's coming on. Bad deals, cars that break down. You again. Why are you pursuing me? Sedition? Treason? Revolution? That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with such lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. But I'm angry. For the sake of argument, let's just say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I would give a Kieran's ass about politics. It was business, only business. I'm angry. Oh? Hello? We both know I'm not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. Well... What's all this commotion? 7 hells. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. The plot be thickening. Hold, adventurer. I would know more about your relationship with the victim, as well as the events leading up to his death. That man was Big Bill Hell? He was responsible for the recent riots? Mayhap we owe his murderer a debt of gratitude. In any case, it is obvious that you are not the one whom we seek. You may carry on with your investigation, Scion. Well, I murdered him. That's how we know each other. It was me. Like, the Scion just like, the Warrior of Light just like ignoring all of that and just be like, I'm kill stealing this man. I did it. That man will not take... I'm going to take that man's credit. I am that amazing at what I do. Yeah. Okay. Especially like kill stealing for no reason at all. Like, wait, but we saw you not kill them. I killed him. It was me. Man, I don't know what's going on over there. Hello? What are you protecting us from? Anyway. But it was me, Dio. You thought you killed him, but it was me. Ner. What news, Ner? Where's the merchant? Murdered. Damn it all to the 7th hell. He was not simply murdered, Ner. He was silenced. Too many knew his face and he was ready to divulge his secrets. Do not despair, though. We may be closer to identifying the true orchestrator of these riots than you realize. Revolution. Swift has a message for you from General Raban. The Flame General left word that you were to proceed to the fragrant chamber as soon as you returned. He wishes to discuss your recent discoveries as well as the results of our own investigation. Master Alpino has already informed me that and should be waiting for you outside. Pray proceed to the Royal Promenade with all haste and speak with Bartholomew. Okay. 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 Let me just go back to the Aetheryte. God. Ul'dah has, like, the most Aetherites, but they're all in, like, frustrating places sometimes. It's just it's so confusing sometimes to navigate this place. And that's why Limsa is best. Hello, Raban, is me Ner. I killed Big Bill Hell. I did it. I'm here to confess. Hi, Alphino. Excellent work, Ner. You killed him. The information you brought us helped me persuade General Raban to call this meeting. Now we can discuss matters openly and honestly. We've been expecting you, Badam. Please proceed inside. That was a short quest.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising, the truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which might shed some light on the mystery?
This information does not leave this room.
Okay.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination.
Okay.
Together with a group of Alamegan refugees, they organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence.
Okay. But suddenly...
Till a certain incident served as a call to arms.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters.
Okay, so the brass blades struck first. Imagine if you have to be the guy to move those chairs and tables so they decide they want their conference areas a different... Oh my god. The buffest man in the entire kingdom has to walk in.
It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication. When emotions run high, they happen. But suspicions were raised regarding the unit's commanding officer, whom I ordered interrogated. Sure enough, our fears were soon confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Uh-oh.
Teleji Adeleji.
Alphino, you're saying that so calmly. Hey, Sam Regal, why was it delivered such in a calm way? Everything about that screams urgency and shock. And yet Sam Regal said, "Oh, Teleji Adeleji. Wow, I've heard that name before."
But he spoke in favor of the Doman's cause, and has ever seemed sympathetic towards the refugees' plight. Why would he do such a thing?
Know you of the Cartano Reclamation Bill? It is
No.
a proposal to annex the Cartano Flats so that refugees may establish permanent settlements.
Yeah.
When last I looked, that was disputed territory.
Aye. Some might even call it a battlefield.
Oh.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest at the Cartano Flats. That much is common knowledge. What is less well known is that his rampage laid bare ancient Alagon ruins, of which no record existed.
Ah.
There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day. Yet differ though we may, we are still allies. Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations. In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Teleji Adeleji proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Alagon ruin.
Okay. He's evil.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
God, Nanamo's voice sounds so weird in A Realm Reborn. Oh, she sounds so weird.
He walks a path all his own, independent of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution.
Hi, Chuck. How you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one.
His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
There's evil Lalafels. So nothing new's happening right now.
Forgive me, but what could possibly motivate Teleji Adeleji to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate, and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Capitalism, Malfino.
Omega.
Or Omega, that too. That too, I guess.
Pardon?
An Alagon monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon. Mayhap larger, we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated.
But it will in Final Fantasy XIV Stormblood. Pre-order now.
Alagon inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself. If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats, given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation. Destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
When first I bore witness to the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut?
Yeah.
Aye.
There's
we
wilder
were
shit than
skeptical
that happening.
ourselves. Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool of war, having long since ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged.
And will never be. Never be. That'll never happen, right? Never in our lifetime will Omega ever awaken.
However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima weapon, I have little doubt that he would wield untold power.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Teleji Adeleji yearns to have it.
he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
'Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks this power. Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
Oh shit.
Pray waste no time chasing rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Ul'dah.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
I'm just here like, yeah. Yeah. I contributed nothing. I am here as Alphina's emotional support. Warrior of Light. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet, the thought that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you're already well positioned to do so, Private X. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartano. But Alphino, I haven't talked to my grand company in years. Begone, whelp. This is no place for children. I'm sorry. I was looking for you, miss. You said you were looking for the man who left my parents. You know this girl? So he visited Stone's Throw as well, I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with them? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places where they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Really? You can help me. You'll help me look, mister? Of course, but first I must finish speaking with my friend. She's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by the pillar over there? We require but a moment. Okay, mister, I'll be waiting. I'll take you to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Garleans and Aether-starved Primal. Even dealing with an Ascian would be preferable to the charade. Oh, don't say that too soon, Alphino. Okay. By the angle the camera's at right now, it looks like both my character and Alphino are levitating. It looks like we're levitating. Our shadows aren't connecting to our feet. Levitates ominously outside. We really are levitating in this. Remember, kids, in Ul'dah you have to levitate to assert dominance over everyone. Sometimes I think Minfili is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in response to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources and ourselves. We can only levitate this high now. It used to be for miles. Mayhap the time has come for a change. There, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Toll with all due haste. The situation in the 12's Wood has taken a turn for the worst. I'll explain in detail once you arrive. Well, we have to levitate out of here, Alphino. The 12's Wood, then the primal threat she spoke of before has been confirmed. I've received no reports of Ixial activity, which leaves the Sylphs? Go, Nur. I know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear for my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Sure thing, Alphino. Alright, levitates away. He's like slowly returning to the earth. slowly walks down to the ground. Anyway, it literally looks like I'm not levitating, but it looks like I am. Okay. Anyway, let's go. Pray return to the Revenant's Toll. I think we're gonna be fighting, having another trial soon. That'll be fun. Okay, Minfilia, hi. I'm Pray returning right now. Sadly, my lunch break is out of 10. Have a good night. Yeah, thanks for stopping in, Henry. Have a good rest of your day. And hope it is nice and relaxing and not too stressful. Okay, let's say hi to Minfilia. What are you here for? I am come on behalf of Elder Seedseer to petition the aid of your order. The antecedent has... I'm gonna fucking fuck up that pronunciation the entire time. Has been apprised of the situation. Okay, hi. It is a relief to see you healthy and hale, Nur. The latest news from Ul'dah has been most disturbing. You only levitated how high? Clearly, the only injury Alphino suffered was to his ego. Doubtless it will heal ere long. Oh my god, Minfilia fucking knows! The ego on that boy. The other Scions will need to be present for this meeting. If you're ready to begin, I will summon them now. Oh, Tenten. Tenten, are you still here? I think Urianger is gonna speak. Lord of Levin, Minfilia wishes to discuss the latest threat to arise in the Black Shroud. Aw, shit. Yeah, they're all gathering. I think he might speak. Fenris. Wait, where's Urianger? Oh, wait, he's... Never mind. I'm sorry, Tenten. I think Urianger is in the Waking Sands, not the Rising Stones. I'm so sorry. I think he stayed over there. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Everyone except for Urianger, who we want to hear speak. Unless he's behind us. Rest assured I would not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the Primal Rama. I'm sorry, may have? Then it is not certain. The Elder Seedseer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Oh, he's not here. I'm so sorry. I really want to hear Urianger talk before we switch over to Heavensward. Forgive me, antecedent, but the fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his more bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Rama's reputed to act only in defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs in their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not escape your notice. No, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon? You foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it? I told Papalimo I suppose I could have reported things to Minfilia earlier, but there honestly wasn't much we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel about people poking around their territory. We can't do anything fucked up there. They already summoned Rama once again after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came trampling through the forest. And so long as Castrum Orient stands, the Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like that the sylphs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion, and quickened their attempts to summon their god. I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for a primal's coming. Indeed. One cannot help but wonder what manner of place the Eorzea would be without this civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Through your dealings with the sylphs and Little Soulless, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict in Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated with the sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? If Rama can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. A fond hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the Beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can. Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Rama's presence. The Elder Seedseer has requested your personal involvement, Nur. Pray report to the commander Hulix at the Adder's Nest as soon as you're able. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove blessed and amicable. In such an event, your fellow Scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Okay, let's go. God, I'm just getting a taste of what's gonna happen in Heavensward when I get to all those fucking French names. Ooh, I'm not looking forward to that. Let's go. Here's a fun here's a fun drinking game whenever I get to Heavensward proper. Take a shot every time I fuck up a name. You'll die by, like, the first stream. Don't actually do that. You will die. Like, that is not a possibility. It is a guarantee. Because I'm gonna fuck up everyone's names except for the named characters that get spoken in voice lines. Private X, your arrival has been most anticipated. The appearance of a primal is ever the cause for alarm and unease. Though my men stand ready for any eventuality, I know none more qualified than you to snuff out this threat. Indeed, I would have you do so without delay. The Elder Seedseer, however, would speak with you first. She's of the opinion that your diplomatic rather than martial skills may better serve our cause. I will leave further explanation to our learned leader. Pray make your way to Nafika's altar, and the conjurer in attendance will admit you to the Lotus Stand. God, like, whenever they talk about the Warrior of Light's, like, excellence in, like, I don't know, like, diplomatic affairs and, like, talking to people, like, I'm just sitting there like, my Warrior of Light just nods at everyone. Do people just like nodding that much? Okay. Wait, it's down here. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you just need a little bit of positivity of someone just nodding at you. They're just like, yes, they're not going to monologue at me. I love this person. The other signs have already arrived, madame. May I show you in? Yes. Is this gonna be voiced? No Urianger here either. Where is he?
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest.
Oh, that's how you pronounce it. Is it Ramu? I always said it was Rama. Welp.
Scarce had his words ceased
okay,
to echo
Ramu.
in mine ears when we were visited
Moo.
by an emissary from Little Solace.
As you can see, I paid a lot of attention
Our guest
to
informs us
a
that
rumble
the
board.
sylphs, too, have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin. Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands. Unlike the other primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelves Wood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided.
Yay! Let's do that.
Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence. I would ask, therefore, that you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations. The
I will
Twelves
nod.
Wood has suffered enough. Upon this, we and the Sylphs, and I would venture Lord Ramu himself, are in perfect accord. Let us not endanger our shared home by engaging in unnecessary hostilities. Dear friend, I beseech you, safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
I nod. Yay! She nodded.
You have my thanks. Pray make for Little Solace, then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
Literally, just like nods. They love it when I nod.
An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the Twelves Wood that flinches at its coming. All the lands of Eorzea shiver in dread anticipation. Have care.
Okay. Just a second, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sorry, someone like knocked at the door, but like when we opened it, nobody was there, so it's a little spooky. Alright. So let's head over here. Alright. Private X. I was told to expect you. I understand that you go treat with the primal Ramu himself. An unenviable task, but for one which I have no doubt you are well suited. I have been told that your fellow Scions are conducting an investigation of the area as we speak, that we might ascertain the location of where the Lord of Levin might be found. I will trust that you abide here until they return with their findings. Alright. Alright, next quest. Levin and Impression. The Serpent's Lieutenant looks about, seemingly waiting on a visitor. I was told that a messenger would be sent as soon as your fellow Scions finish their investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. This one returns with good tidings. Wise one have finished searching and have wisely identified the precise location where the touched one summoned Lord Ramu. Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good woman into her fellow Scions? It would be this one's pleasure, walking one. Please come with this one. Alright. Let's go say hi to Lord Ramu. I think this is one of the quests that, like one of the good Realm Reborn quests ended up getting cut for timing reasons, which really sucks. Because I think it was this quest line where you go into what is this called? You go into the Sylphlands with all the Scions and you get lost and stuff, and some of the Scions are replaced with Sylph counterparts. It was actually a really fun quest, but it got cut for whatever reason. It was one of the ones that people found got cut and they were really sad, disappointed by. Because there was a few funny lines with Thancred in it. But I guess it was too much. It was a lot to do in that quest. So I guess it was just it was too long, so I got axed. Wise ones have ventured deep within the Sylphlands. These ones must proceed carefully and keep an eye out for the touched ones. Okay, well I'm gonna fly over it anyway. You can't physically make me walk through these places. You can't make me walk through this anymore. I'm stronger than that now. I can fly. This one is most sorry, but this one can go no further. Draw too close to the Lord Ramu, and this one may turn mean and nasty like the touched ones. And so this one may say farewell for now. Walking one will find wise ones not far from here, to the south. Go in safety, walking one. Okay. We continue on. Yeah, this is part of the quest I got axed. Where there's it was kind of an Among Us thing. So Thancred is Thancred, Papalima is Papalima, Ishtola is Ishtola, and you are you, right? Well, that's easy enough to remember. This one's name is Ida, in case walking one was considered. Joke, I'm joking. Yeah, this is the remnant of that quest that got cut. Just a second, guys. Hello, I'm back. Alright. Ah, there you are. It is you, isn't it? Don't ask. Suffice it to say that we had something of a situation here. Wubba. Thank you. So it's actually you. I am relieved. I thought we were dealing with another one of those confounded sylph tricksters, like from that quest that got cut. I swear, with them wreaking havoc with their skin-changing magics, it's a wonder I was able to finish taking my measurements. Yes, it was quite the ordeal. You should have seen the look on Y'shtola's face when the one impersonating you suddenly showed up. That's quite enough, Papalimo. Ahem. My apologies. It's not like me to ramble so. At any rate, as I was saying, I finished measuring etheric activity in the area, and I'm pleased to say I have reached an indisputable conclusion, to wit, that Rama has called forth in the vicinity of the Sylph's aetherite. Well, come, Nur. The Lord of Levin awaits. Okay. Let's go. I'm gonna fly over everything, because I don't want to walk through it. Hello, Ward of Webbin. Oh. Oh yeah, they're evil. Uh-oh. Hello. It's me.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding.
Yeah. It's me. Hi. How do you eat?
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan. I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
I'm here.
The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult.
Yeah.
Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man.
Hi, Bubby. We got a little man here. How are you doing, little man? He's got his little belly out. Oh, it's so soft. Special guest Bubby.
Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just. Gridanian or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
Uh-huh.
Thy conflict have brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed. Were light and dark given form when man was born? It would explain much. Not least why strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake. Thou canst not deny the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that thy mere presence here portendeth tragedy, wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking?
Yeah. My boobs glowing, Ramu. I'm determined.
Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee,
Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee. Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial.
Yay, you're gonna fight him.
Thou wouldst champion the cause of harmony. I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
Okay.
Yet if thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
Okay.
Come to me, bringer of light. I shall await thee on the field of battle.
Okay.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
10-10. It's Urianger. He's here. We're gonna hear him. Fenris. Fenris is gonna be here.
The Lord of Levin himself.
Fenris!
Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady.
God, it's so weird hearing Fenris from Urianger. Oh. Oh, my boy. Takes off goggles.
I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Oh my god. Yeah. Urianger takes off his goggles, puts another set of goggles on. We can't see his face. It's spoilers for Shadowbringers. I like how fucking, like, Urianger just kind of shows up out of fucking nowhere, and we're just like, yeah, sure, I'll research for you. No problem, dude. No problem, Fenris, I mean. Anyway. Yeah, sure, Fenris. We'll do what we can. Okay, we're gonna use Striking Tree. Less than 5 minutes, cool. I'm just gonna wait up here. I don't want to get targeted by that thing down there. Thankfully, since I'm not on Maduine in this account, I don't have a long queue. It really sucks that Maduine has such bad queue rates. It's partially because we have so fewer worlds compared to all the other ones. I'm sure things will be popping once 7.0 pops around. Though I hope that the queue times aren't as bad as they were in Primal during Endwalker draft. God, I am, heh? What do you mean, heh? Why are you hanging over there? I'm a little sus about something in chat now. God, not, like, I'm probably gonna download Genshin after the stream. Sus. What are you doing? Why are you being so sussy? 1010, explain yourself. Probably gonna download Genshin, though. Because Loki, I do want to spend what I have on my account on Baishu and try and get him. Because it's been so fucking long. Like, it's been like 2 years since he's been in the game and he's finally getting playable. You gotta at least, like, download something. So, I don't know. I'm gonna get Baishu and then never touch the game ever again. Like, that is the last straw. Like, okay, I'll only do this for Baishu and then I'm done. Like, Genshin is sure is a video game that exists. It's like, so much happens in Genshin that's like so much to keep up with, and I'm not dedicated to the story anymore, so it's like, what's the point? But I do want Baisho. Why did they, like, make a character and wait 15,000 years to actually make him playable? Like, you keep on making new characters and you forget about the ones you already made. Mihoyo, what are you doing over there? Yeah, I think this is the glam I'm gonna stick with for Heaven's Ward. Ruby or Genshin Impact. You fucking decide. You fucking decide. What are you talking about? Like, are you talking about, like, Ruby also making characters and forgetting about them? Too many characters you forget. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Here's the thing. At least in Genshin, most of the at least with Genshin, the only character they forgot about was Baishu. Ruby, they forget about characters all the fucking time. So, at least Genshin tries to make an effort. Meanwhile, in Ruby, they're just like, hey, we're gonna make like a billion characters and never talk about them again. And also, all of them have more screen time or more prominence in the story than the main characters. God. Man, Ruby is a time. I haven't watched it since volume, I like quit it in the middle of volume 4, but ooh, it was a time. Isn't a new season out already for Ruby? How is it? I have not checked in on that in quite some time. I don't think I am, now that I know about the corporation making it as a whole. Sigh. Uh-oh. Oh no. That's it. That's the review. Oh no, it's that bad? Or are you just so disappointed in it that you don't even want to get into it? Did they ruin Neo? More just apathy? Okay. Did they ruin Neo though? Okay, the two characters that I care about the most is Neo. She can't be ruined. She can't speak. It's true though. She can't. They can't ruin her. It's impossible. She's immune. They made one character immune to their writing. Who knew? Yeah, the two characters I only care about right now from Ruby are Torchwick and Neo. I know Torchwick is dead, but I'm still hoping. Actually, wait. I don't want him revived anymore. That means they'll ruin him. If he gets revived, he's going to be ruined. Never mind. I just care about Neo. Yeah, I remember when, like, the red trailer came out for Ruby. It was very hype, and I was very excited for it. And I was pretty on board until Volume 4 hit. Like, Volume 3, they remembered about the plot. They were like, oh yeah, we need a plot for this. And then the plot was good, and then Volume 4 came, and they were like, oh shit. Never mind. 5 has a good ending fight, like the 6. Really? In the series? I mean... Man! Okay, that's good at least. They learned how to do fight choreography beyond Volume 3, I guess. Cinder versus Raven? Oh shit. Cool. I mean, it's good that they learned... I mean, wait a minute. Aren't they in Volume 9 now? Did they... Is there more good fight... Fuck you, Tank. Is there more good fight scenes after that? Or did they just peak at 5? Please? I just... I don't want to talk about it. Oh no. Tenten over here. You're just over here like carrying the weight of Ruby on your shoulders to save us all. Like, the fucking statue of Atlas instead of the world is just Ruby as a whole, and it's Tenten carrying it. Honestly, making a sacrifice for the good of us all. Anyway, Genshin. But season 5's finale fight was the last thing Monty were. Oh, okay. That's why. I see. Yeah, I heard that he had like a bunch of drafts around, so I guess that was it. Oh god, that was such a... Man, it's such a shame. Ugh. Hey, Tank, what the fuck? I bawled in college. Yeah. Yeah, it was a shock. Like I forget when it happens. I might have still been in college when it was like announced. But god. On one hand, I am, like, specifically for Monty's legacy, I do think it's fantastic that Ruby has spawned into the legacy it has. Like, it has so many crossovers, it's been, like, it's in Japan. Like, it's garnered such a huge following and legacy that, like, I think that's generally fantastic for his stuff. The Ruby spin-off anime? I mean, the, God, what is it? Ice Queendom? The best modern Ruby thing? Oh. Isn't that like a retelling of volumes 1 through 3 and then spins into an AU? Isn't that it? It's low oh. Low budget? Okay, I don't know what that refers to, Tenten. I don't know what you're talking about. Have you seen Makaku City Actors? Is it that low budget? Because there was no budget on that anime. Have you seen Makaku City Actors? Because it was bad. Is it that low budget though? Like, please, I'm begging you. That's the only reference point I have for, like, low-budget anime. Or the, Dramatical Murders anime. The Dramatical Murder anime. Not that low. Okay. So it had some budget. Oh. I mean, gotta be honest. Mikaku City Actors had, like, 0 budget, so... I'm not expecting much based on that. Okay, so I'm expecting same quality as Mikaku City Actors, except they didn't have to rely on bad 3D animation to get through the anime. Got it. If you have watched Mikaku City Actors, remember the fucking Ayano's Theory of Happiness video? I thought that I was pranked when I saw that. I thought they were playing a silly prank on us. But no, it was like legitimate anime stuff, and it looked horrible. Because I was low-key watching Makaku City Actors on a less than legal website, and I thought they had uploaded a joke to play on us, and then to my surprise, when it was up on Crunchyroll like a week later, I watched it, and I was like, oh, this is a legitimate anime. I was not pranked. Oh. Oh, this is the worst animation I've ever seen in an anime. And I've seen bad shit. I'm going to fucking strangle that tank that left us, because now I'm in an hour-long queue or something, I guess. Not that dramatic, but I was almost there and the tank left. Can't believe this. Honestly, like, the stuff I saw from Ice Queendom did intrigue me, mainly because it had Torchwick in it. And I think Neo was in it too. And I was just like, oh man, my Blorbos are back. I would love to see Torchwick alive, like, once more. And also Neo again. Yeah. Ice Queendom and 2D. Torchwick, rather. Yeah. Torchwick and 2D. Man, I was tempted to just, like, pull up the episodes with Torchwick exclusively, so I could be like, oh, that's him! That's my favorite villain in the series, and he's not dead! Wow, I'm having content of my favorite dude in Ruby. And then I just never got around to it. Honestly, I'm so behind on so many animes that watching Ruby Queendom for the funsies of watching Torchwick, I have so many other animes to watch. Like every single time I go on Crunchyroll, I see that, like, so much manga that I've read has gotten an anime adaptation. And I'm like, oh shit, that has an anime now? I need to watch it. And then I never watch it. Like, there's, yeah, there was, like, a bunch of, last time I was on Crunchyroll, there's, like, a bunch of stuff that was like, I read the manga for that, and I loved it. I should watch it. And I never do it. Like, even, like, the really obscure ones that I thought, like, nobody was a fan of, like, are getting anime adaptations. It's wild. Though, honestly, like, anime is kind of in a... There's, like, a lot nowadays. Like, more than there was when I was in college and, like, when I was actively, like, looking at anime series. Like, it has probably doubled since back then, what happens in each season. It's a little overwhelming, honestly, which is probably why I don't keep up with it at all anymore. And I'm always surprised what has animes now, but yeah. Eventually, like, I probably need to get, like, a Crunchyroll. I don't know. I don't like paying for I don't like paying for streaming services. Specifically because, like, I only feel like watching... Oh, finally. I only feel like watching stuff, like, once in a while, so honestly, like, it's only beneficial for me to, like, pay for it for, like, 1 month exclusively while I'm in a mood, and then not paying for it anymore. Yeah, thank fuck. I can stop talking about anime. God, this music's so fucking loud. Why? Shut the fuck up, Lord of Levin. Okay. Do I need... Oh, I have my Carby out. That's good. Ramu fucking screams in your ear. Yo, fuck this guy. Yeah, fuck this guy. Squishy just running back in to be like, yo, fuck you. Welcome back, Squishy. And his stupid blue and purple. Yeah. Wait, I'm blue. Do you... Oh. I can't fucking see white. Shit. Oh my god. Squishy just, like, woke up and chose violence over there. Who hurt you? Alright, let's go. No, I need to do, like, my fucking... I'm sorry, team, I forgot about that. This guy hurt me. Okay. Oh, yeah, his EX sucks. Yeah. Whenever I get his EX on, Wondrous Tales, I just don't do it. I fucking hate this dude. Especially because I find it hard to see Zoo. Yeah, they blend in. It really sucks. Yeah, I don't understand it either. Honestly, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't understand half of the mechanics in A Realm Reborn. Because everything just dies so quickly and you just don't pay attention to any of the mechanics anymore. It's just the experience. I also don't understand half the mechanics of Crystal Tower. So, I have to get that out of the way. Get that confession out of the way before next week. Don't worry, I got you. Yay! I'll spit in his drink. Oh god. Squishy's really, like, going off on this guy. Good. Yeah, trim his beard, 10-10. Squishy fucking activated over there. I was tabbed up, but I knew. Like, Squishy just heard the ah. It was like, no. I need to go back. Oh shit, am I number 3 in angry? I am number 3 angry. He's very angry at me, the only 3rd time. That's good, I'm doing damage. I'm calling it angry now. I am number 3 angry. That's good, because I'm not really paying attention to my rotation right now. Oh, well, I'm terrorized. Well, say goodbye to a number 3 angry position. Because I am stuck here. And nobody's shocking me. It's fine. We're almost killing him though, Squishy. He's almost gone. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, Siren. Yay! Channeling my hate into that. That was Squishy. I should probably watch the cutscenes. It's just like my... Since I'm doing a story thing, I probably shouldn't skip the cutscenes anymore. But I keep on forgetting. I'm just like, oh yeah, I skipped these. And, well, I'll learn for later.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light.
Okay. I'll learn before Heaven's Word. That's when it becomes important for me to remember not to skip the dungeon and trial cutscenes. Hey, it's me. Yeah, nod, 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 nod.
And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine.
Okay.
Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and weakness will but feed them.
We pan down and see Squishy hacking off his ankle. Fucking still going at it.
If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Okay. Bye. Oh, hi, Ariange.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin.
Yeah.
A regrettable act, but a necessary one.
Thank you, Fenris.
witnessing thy struggle, the truth hath been revealed unto me.
Mm-hmm.
If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Ascians.
Okay.
But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Okay, Fenris. Anyway, the bad man's gone now, Squishy. You can rest. Alright, let's fly back. I'm trying to think of what happens next as far as, because I think I think I know what the next primal fight is, but I don't know how long it'll take us for us to get there. Private X, you have returned. There I ask how Ramu received your visits. We murdered him. He challenged you to a test of arms? It is well then that you have some experience in such matters. The peoples of both Gridania and Little Solus will be relieved to hear that the Lord of Levin has accepted you as the forest champion of peace. You have performed a monumental duty this day, Private X. The Elder Seed Seer must be informed of your deeds at once. The Serpent Lieutenant is ready for you to send you on your way. The Elder Seed Seer will wish to hear of your experiences firsthand. Pray return to Gridania and make directly for the Lotus Stand. The Conjurer at... Okay. Fucking repeat of the previous one. Alright. And let's go. Okay, let's go Conjurer's Guild. Let's report in. I forget what marks the end of 2.3. Welcome back, honored scion. We who knew of your mission will be most anxious to see you return. Elder Seedseer waits you within. Let's go. Like, honestly, like, most of A Realm Reborn patch quests is just like, it just feels like a giant slog rather than like defined things that you kind of see later on, where it feels like there's like definite beginnings and endings to the patches.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramu ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
I killed him. I did a murder.
Ramu made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all.
Okay.
Eorzea must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off.
Hey, Connie Senna, why is there a discount Hoshafont behind you? This man looks a lot like him. Please explain. I just keep looking at him like, that looks a lot like Hoshafont, like he's not. Yeah,
On behalf of the people of Gridania and the elementals below,
looks so similar.
I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
It's like foreshadowing, like, I look like a man you'll meet soon.
Lord Ramu has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent.
It's fine.
Voices of the forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
Anyway, Gridania. Ah, the gang's here. It would seem that Yida's appraisal of the situation held some merit after all. Mayhap I should not be so swift to discount her intuition. I fancy my presence was more help than hindrance during our troubles with Leviathan, but this time around, well, even I have my off days. You should have seen Maxio when we got back to Little Solus. Grateful is an understatement. I thought he was going to shake Papa Lima's hand off. Thus ends another daunting mission, eh, Ner? I hope Lord Ramu could be persuaded with words alone, but nonetheless, I can only admire the adroitness with which he responded to the primal sudden challenge. It seems that Urianger too was pleased with the outcome. What say you, Ner? Shall we gather back at the Rising Stones and ponder the lessons of the day? What lessons? We killed an old man. What do we learn from this? We murdered that old man. Which is a first for me. Usually I sexualize them. Yeah? Yeah, Tintin? Anyway, moving on. Okay. Welcome back, Ner. Word of your momentous encounter with Lord Ramu precedes you. I would fain share news of mine alone, but Urianger's discoveries must take precedence. Upon witnessing your defeat of the Lord of Levin, our learned companion was struck with a profound insight regarding the nature of Asian's immortality. Let us assemble and discuss his observations together. Are we getting the cutscene that explains things?
If everyone is ready, let us begin.
We're getting our lesson on Asians?
Urianger, the floor is yours.
Yeah, I think it is. We're gonna learn about Asians, I think.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Asian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Asians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Asians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence.
Yeah, it's the lesson. We're gonna get a life lesson today about Asians.
In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
Fenris, what the hell did you just say? Did you just say Y'shtola? In Y'shtola, you depraved lunatic? What the hell did you just say to me?
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might
Shut
better
the
be
fuck
understood
up,
in the
Fenris.
context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior.
Oh yeah, our lesson. We're getting a lesson, guys. Sit back. We're getting a life lesson today.
Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
First you do /play dead, and then you return to the ethereal realm.
In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Welcome to our etheric current PowerPoint, everyone. Presented by Fenris and Minfilia.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape.
Uh-huh. Like, they're really, really pushing the boundaries of graphics here. Like, this is the most advanced technology that we'll ever get from a Realm Reborn. until we get the HD reboot. But fantastic work, guys. I love the model of a Primal over a JPEG. Thank you.
Thus, a defeated Primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Mm-hmm. Oh, hi, Assie.
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Guys, remember that, like, bit of lore that they once did where, like, apparently Ascians didn't have a shadow, and they just immediately just forgot about it? I think about that a lot.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
That's what the sea looks like, a shard.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them.
Mm-hmm.
The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
Uh-huh.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
Don't fucking interrupt our presentation, Thancred.
I am sorry, my friend.
Now sit down. Get out of here.
Mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
This is Thancred's biggest weakness, getting possessed.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan.
Mm-hmm.
If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
I crushed them in my palm.
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
Mm-hmm.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
Yeah. And how do we do it?
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Hi, Ariange.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
Yay!
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
Why are you calling him that? Just call him Mariange. Oh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They've assembled. Which one's Emmett? Oh, Iggy Yorhim, the Lord of Levin, has returned to the ether, as was Leviathan before him. Nabriales, Ramu's acquiescence was most intriguing. Who's this? Emmer Oloth, Inferno, Vortex, Craig, Worrell, and Levin all have now been humbled by the bringer of light. Ultima, the limitless potential of man, Hydaelyn's servant, grows mightier by the day. Elidibus, yet she prospers at great cost to her mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and vain. Yet, even as it enervates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final key. Huh? And that is the task to which we bend our every effort. Who are you? Oh, La Habrea. Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken in Eorzea's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hand shall a new deity arise. To which was shattered shall be made anew, and then the one true God shall come again. God, the writing of the Ascian's so wonky in this expansion. Anyway, quest complete. Yeah, La Habrea lives! Guardian of Eorzea, Minfilia has some correspondence she wishes to share with you. Yeah. Now that the matter of Ramu has for the present been put to rest, there's something I would show you, Nur. It is a letter of thanks signed by the leaders of the Eorzean Alliance, acknowledging the Science's tireless service to the realm. It mentions, in particular, The names of all the defeated primals, Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Mughal the 12th, Leviathan, and now Ramu. Needless to say, there's only one among our number to have faced them all. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel like they were meant for you above all others. I too must offer my heartfelt thanks for all that you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Nur, and Eorzea is all that much safer for your presence. Yay! Pray do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Ascians may be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such time they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own, and that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals too will return to plague us again and again and again. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift. That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace. We owe no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and the people you have won over to our cause in doing so. Our list of enemies has ever been long, but I think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of Little Solace, who wish naught of conflict. Of the Alamegans and Domans who stand with us, determined to halt the dreaded march of the Empire. And then there are many unsung individuals who have gathered here in Revenant's Toll, honest men and women who seek to employ their skills for the good of all. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow Scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Ascians, and combat it we shall. Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Oh. Alfino, I take it the troubles in Ul'dah no longer require your attention? There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning a new organization we discussed. Oh boy. Ah, I have a message for you from Ella. Ahem. You recall the refugee girl? The one whose parents were missing? They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on her thanks to you. Why, Alfino? Am I understand that you made an effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Nur, you've been away from Revenant's Toll for some time now, I believe. Oh, this is like the start of... I think this is the start of 2.4. Because there was supposed to be a break. They always mention, like, oh, you've been gone for a while. When I'm like, I've been here the whole time. Might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me. One of the Doman children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozen was his name. I believed he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? Like, Minfilia just like, yeah, you haven't been here in a while, and then Nur just staring at her like, I've been here the whole time. Hi, Alfino. Oh. I didn't want to talk to you, but I guess I am talking to you. I realize that you must be quite tired from your travails, but I would most appreciate it if you could find a moment to speak with Yozan. He has been through much in his own right, I am sure. After we parted in Ul'dah, I paid a visit to the refugees. Though a fundamental solution remains far off, I believe there's at the very least there should be no armed uprisings in the near future. I am given to understand that you resolved the matter of Ramu. I will ask that Minfilia for a full report when we next speak. You have done well, Nur. Thanks, you're not my boss though, Alfino. You're like... you're like half my age. Hello, Yozan. Look, it's Miss Nur. She's back from her adventures. Your many adventures inside Minfilia's chambers. We heard you were off fighting primals, and that they're some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Doman's Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. Oh, do you think you could train us today, Miss Nur? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals. What's all this commotion then? Oh, is this Hoary Boulder? Hoary Boulder, are you entering the field? Yes! Hoary Boulder! Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coltonet. Do you know that Miss Nur is back? So it would seem. Welcome home, Nur. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow's Coltonet. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat. I told you, Mr. Boulder, we're not younglings anymore. We are adventurers. And we are just asking Miss Nur if she could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside her, don't you? Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I'm afraid the fiends of Mordana are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Nur? A demonstration of skills at arms, if you will. Hoary, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you're merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Wait, is Aenor here? I don't know. I didn't see them last time I looked around, but I'm gonna look. Ahaha, well mayhaps I am, but what matters the motive when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Nur? Would you consent to spar with me? We all love her. Hurrah! We're to have a tournament! Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing. Yeah! Hoary Boulder enters the scene. The man, the myth, the legend. Do try not to disappoint them, Have faith, Coltonet. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should be suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. Yeah, Hoary Boulder! Love that man. Okay, we have... yeah, Hozan. Tatar is here. Hello. Higiri has told me about a Doman tea with the most remarkable fragrance. What I would not to taste it by myself. Okay. So turn we to hearers of conscience unstained. May all stop at naught till what's lost is regained. Oh, hello again. Philemine has been teaching me some Eorzean ballads. Though I hail from a faraway land, there's something about music that truly transcends borders. Okay, there's Ishtola, Papalimo. Yeah, yeah, I don't think she's here yet. Maybe she's added after, like, after Heaven's Ward. She's added, maybe. That's the only time I can think. Or wait, maybe she's gonna come up soon. Because I think we get a lot more people. Wait, I went the wrong way. Bye. This is awkward. I think it, like, maybe she'll be coming up soon. Because we're gonna recruit a bunch of more people. Yeah, I don't think she's in here either. I mean, there's the Yoshi P over there, but that's it. Hello? What are you guys looking at? Just having a look? Okay, not saying anything? That's fine too. Alright, where's Hori? Is sparring dangerous? I don't think I want to see anyone else being hurt. We had a master of lessons back in Doma, and the way he taught us was very different from Mr. Boulder. I'm not sure which way is better, but I think I like them both. Since becoming a scion, I have had much of an opportunity to hear news of your epic deeds. I must confess then that my excitement rivals that of the children's at the prospect of seeing you in action firsthand. Miss Nur is here. Let the battle begin. As we left the Rising Stones, Mr. Thancred asked us where we were going. I told him we were off to watch you and Mr. Boulder fight, and he looked very surprised. I hope we haven't made him cross. 'Twas good of you to agree to this, Nur. I trust you are ready to begin. Yeah, let's go. We're gonna fight this man. Very well. Let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer. Hori? Are you certain you wish to fight her alone? That is Nur you face. What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this here's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Nur to inspire my efforts, I would not be the half the warrior I am today. Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spell to your blade work. Hello, you haven't begun yet, have you? Oh my god, Thancred brought the gang. Thancred! Ida, what? Who are these people? When I heard about your sparring match, I told everyone I could find. Thought you could use a crowd to cheer you on. Yes, and there's still more to come. When I mentioned Nur's name, their reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake. Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder. We shall see. On your guard. I have a book. Okay, Hori Boulder. I'm gonna beat you with this book. Yeah, let's go. He's fucking dead already. Oh, such power. The tails barely do you justice. Mr. Boulder, you won't lose, will he? It's not over yet. It can't be. Aye, the children have the right of it. It's time I join the fray. On your feet, Hori. No, you don't. No, you don't. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it over there. Yeah, stop it. Oh no, he looks hurt. Miss Nur is so strong, but you can't give up, Mr. Boulder. Can't disappoint the younglings. Rah! Surrender not, Mr. Boulder. You have bested me. I yield. That was incredible. She beat them both at the same time. We knew you couldn't lose, Nur. None can defeat the Guardian of Eorzea. Now I see why they send you to deal with the primals. I've so much work to do if I've ever to attempt the same. Aw, Hoary Boulder. The perfect man, right here. Impressive as always, Nur. 'Tis ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eorzea. Yes, that is the most fitting title. Stop it right there. We're taking you out of the oven. Stop cooking over there, Alphino. We can't do this. Stop it, Alphino. I'm stopping you right here. Don't do it. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas at the memorial service of for the Battle of Cartano. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eorzea. I sought to grasp the reason my grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eorzeans a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius in the order he proposed to enforce. The Legatus's single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching loyalties, I'm sure. Were it not for the desire to continue grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations were too self-involved and unstable. 'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eorzea was possible. 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. 'Twas you, nodding silently at my every word, not challenging me one bit, encouraging me even. It was this people, these wonderful, oft infuriating, stubborn people that suffered to blow their terrible blow only to drag themselves back to their feet and face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for this indistinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish. A wish to aid Eorzea and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I too will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Eorzea and champion these people who toil towards a better word. Okay, stop cooking right there. Stop it. Stop it, Alphino. Love the enthusiasm, but I think we can stop right there. Loving it, though. Just keep that right here now. The cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the science of the Seven Dawn alone. Okay. No. Stop it. No. What we need to tackle is the root of the primal threat, and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. Oh no, boy. Uh-oh. Oh no. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones. Don't nod at that. This boy's like 15 years old trying to start a military organization. He's 15! Tell him to stop it. Oh. Legitimately, like, in my first playthrough of Realm Reborn, I was like, aren't you 15? Why are you doing this? Where's Hoary Boulder? Where are you? Ner, I must thank you again for agreeing to our bout. And I must thank the gods 'twas not a duel to the death. I will, however, cherish the lesson of each scrape and bruise as I work to better my swordplay. Isn't he a great guy? I love Hoary Boulder. I like the way Mr. Coltonet fought. No swords or fists. I wonder, if I studied hard, would I be able to cast spells like that too? Mr. Boulder is sort of beaten, but he said he'd return straight to his training. I don't think he likes to lose. We need to decide who in our Adventurers Guild will do that. I'm fairly sure Yozan will have to be the sword fighter. He always has to be in the thick of action. Mr. Boulder fought well, but he was no match for you, Miss Ner. Just you wait. One day I'll be good enough to knock you from the top of your mountain. I thought the idea was foolish at first, but it seems that the sparring match well served its purpose. Why, I can hardly wait to return to my duties and seek to improve upon my technique. My people's spirits were thoroughly crushed by the loss of our homeland, but thanks to your courage and generosity, I see their inner flames once more flicker back to life. I too have felt my strength of will make a gradual return. Yeah, we got peace here. Hi, Thancred. Are you drunk again? Your bout with Hoary Boulder was more stirring than 100 lines of my most passionate poetry. Oh yeah, you're right, poetry! Mayhaps I should arrange a sparring match of my own. Sparring with you any day, Thancred. Wink. Anyway, hi, Benfilia. Oh, or Alfie now. Hi, Benfilia. And then the poetry was never mentioned. I know! So many things in The Realm Reborn, like, are brought up, but you never hear about it again. Like, the poetry's lost. What else? There's something else I saw here that... Oh yeah, the Ascians don't have shadows. I think that was actually cut, though. But, like, so many things are, like, just brought up in The Realm Reborn, they just forget about it. They just drop it immediately. With the primal threat presently subdued, now is the perfect time to focus on our new endeavors. Alfino has long been laying the groundwork for this organization of his, and he looks to you to help turn this proposal into reality. Pray lend him what aid you can. Minfilia, Alfino's like 15! Why are we letting him lead something like this? Thank you for coming, Ner. The world shifts and alters, and we, my friend, must be one step ahead of the chaos. What I propose is the formation of a new organization, a group that shall pave the way for a truly united Eorzea. Okay. Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak to the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th Astral era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eorzea together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation can hope to overcome alone. Yet, while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of this formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification is draining away. And thus I have been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. I'm 15 years old. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable on the same manner of unrestricted operation accorded to the Scions. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primarily military outfit, of which I am totally great to lead as a 15-year-old who has never seen battle, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing a fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The Scions work tirelessly to protect Eorzea and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve. With this new company under the Science's command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your very formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing the precursor to the true border-spanning Grand Company, 'tis yet necessary that I wish that 3 leaders gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey, so you could do the work for me, and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members while I'm otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light and our discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. I'm also 15 years old. I can't get over the fact that Alfino is like 15 or 16 and he's just like, I'm going to run a military organization now. I'm smarter than everyone here. And everyone just letting him do it. It's insane to me. Our first destination will be Limsa Lominsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall. Sweet, I get a free teleport there. And let's go. Bye, Minfilia. Whew. There's way more cutscenes with that voice acting that I forgot about. Let's go, though. Borkus Maximus. Welcome to the game. Love your name. And Valhalla, also welcome to the game. Oh. Hi, Walrus, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one. Ah, there you are. I am ready to ascend the bridge to speak with Admiral... Fuck. How do I pronounce that? Blowfishwin. Nailed it. While the Admiral and I are finalizing promissory boundaries and signing parchments, I would have you begin the recruitment process in earnest. I have, of course, endeavored to spread the word of our organization through the various channels, but I believe that a personal approach will reach many who may otherwise remain ignorant of the opportunity. As for potential members, 'tis no matter should they already be pledged to another institution, only that they are willing to lend their strength when the situation demands it. The immediate range into the countryside, the upper decks alone are populated with sufficient candidates to suit our purpose. I'm 15 years old. I need you to recruit people for me because I'm 15. Once you are satisfied with your recruiting efforts, meet me at the airship ticket counter that we might prepare for the next leg of our journey. Bye, Alfino. Good luck in negotiations, you 15-year-old. Howdy, howdy! We are doing a main story replay of Final Fantasy XIV, starting with patch quests. I'm helping a 15-year-old recruit members of a military organization that he intends to run. It's great. This is what happens. How far? Oh, I'm close. I'm not gonna sprint. That'd be a waste of a sprint. Yeah, how'd you like my art? It was fantastic. Loved it. Thank you so much for the art. An organization with the freedom to operate with territorial impunity. I must say, your proposal intrigues me. But the Krakens well know that there is time to act and time to watch. And I'm afraid this trial company of yours falls into the latter category. Poured my soul into it. Yes, I loved it. Hello. Would you like to join this military organization a 15-year-old wants to make? Master Alfino's new organization. Yes, I had heard the formation of his trial company was in the offing. 'Tis with regret, however, I must decline your invitation. He's 15. As commander of the Yellow Jackets, the protection of Limsa Luminsa must needs receive my full attention. Okay. Okay, where's the next one? Oh yeah, they're all done there. Let's go down here first. Okay. I forget who joins. I don't think she's joining. Who in the bloody hells do you think you talking to, Drylander? I'm a pirate, not some sodden knight in shining plate. If you're looking for a self-righteous fop, try knocking on that dandy caravan's door. Okay. Well, she's not going in. Nobody can see the chat, but I just want to let everyone know that I keep on getting advertisements for an ERP thing right now in the shout chat, which not exactly the most shocking thing I've seen in shout chat on Limsa. A precursor to a united Eorzean grain company. While I do admire the scope of your ambition, my responsibilities here at Nalkeek and Vilmelise keep me close to the forge. I have not the time to be trapezing hither and yon across the realm. Should you require my skills in armor, however, I might be willing to accept some special commissions. Okay, let's get the last one. Is this one actually gonna get recruited or not? I completely forget, like, who got recruited. I know, like, I think I remember, like, some people getting recruited, but I forget, like, where and when. Ugh. I'm just... right now, I'm, like, still counting the days to when I get to Heavensward proper. It's gonna take so long. And I'm only in 2.4. I think. It's real! Oh, thank you for the care package, Walrus. That's, I think one of Vel's favorite characters. Like, favorite minor characters. We're recruiting real! The One Piece is real. It is. Well, if it ain't her, I'd not forget a venture brave enough or daft enough to seek the shortcut into Titan's bedchamber. You remember old Yeet Real, don't ye? Formerly of the Company of Heroes, 3 whistles at Bronze Lake. Aye, it ain't often I drag my arse out to Limsa for a drink, but I'm right glad I did. How fare ye these days? You're looking to put together a new crew? Top tier work? Ha! Sounds like a right lark it does. Alrighty, lass, count me in. The heroes may have gone their separate ways, but I ain't ready to climb into me grave just yet. Fucking love Real. He's great. I think that's it. Yeah, I have to go back to Alfie now. I have to go to the airship landing, okay. Okay. Oh. Etrolacy, I see that there is a Final Fantasy 13 fan in Limsa right now. Man, eventually I do wanna stream some Final Fantasy 13 stuff. Probably not the original game though, because Airship landing. Hi, Bubby. How you doing, big boy?
He was being a loner.
Oh, he was being a loner. He's sleeping upstairs?
Right on. Hammock man.
Oh, Bubby.
I had to go get him first.
Oh.
Being social and not a menace at 3 a.m.
We got a little Bubby. Where's Alpha now? Hi. Nur, your recruiting went well, I trust? I'm curious as to how my proposal was received by the rough and ready folk of Limsa Limensa. I got one person. Only one, Alfino. I did a great job. Ah, a member of the legendary company of heroes indicated his interest. Astonishing. I knew enlisting your aid was the right choice. Few could boast the acquaintance of such an elusive character. I too was successful in my task. The Admiral consented to sign all the documents requiring her approval. I can only hope that my visit to the Elder Seedseer will proceed smoothly. Pray continue on to Gridania at your own pace. I shall await your arrival at Nafika's altar. Alfino, I recruited one person for our grand company. I'm very happy that he's proud of me. Gridania, right? Yeah, Gridania. Oh, I don't need to see this. Airship cutscene. Alright, let's go. Yeah. Sorry, I have to remember where the fucking... where I go from here. Can I leave? Can I already leave? I'm leaving. I'm leaving. There we go. Let's go. Gridania is so confusing. I always forget where I am, even in the most simple places. Okay, let's teleport over to the Conjurer's Guild, and we'll go over there. Who do we recruit here? Because I think like all the city-states gets like one important person. My audience with the Elder Seedseer is due to commence momentarily. I'd be grateful if you would just once more see to the task of recruitment here in Gridania and get more than one person, please. After you deem the well of potential candidates has run dry, let us rendezvous at the airship ticket counter as before. Alright, let's go. There's only... oh shit, there's a lot of people here actually. Woo! Okay. Actually, I should teleport. Where would be... I guess I'll start over here and work my way down. Okay, one right here. Tis not often a guild officer such as myself gets recruited, and this company of yours certainly sounds to have some promise, but its duties appear less than focused. I must refuse your invitation until such a time as your organization is more organized. Good call. Let's go. Awa. Welcome to the welcome. Oh, the sad man. Are we gonna recruit the sad man? You would offer this old man a place in your company of champions? I am both puzzled and honored by your invitation. Pray forgive me, young mistress, but I cannot accept. I am sworn to abide here for whatever scant years remain to me, and bear responsibility for the evils my lady has wrought upon this land. I'm very sad. Why would we... Okay, it baffles me that we would try and recruit the very sad man who took us to Hawk Manor. Why would we try and recruit that sad man? Grandfather, you must call it a day. Let us return to the guild and rest ere your tormented back gives up for good. I'm terribly sorry, we're just... Oh, Nur, isn't it? It has been some time since our past crawls outside of Copperbell Mines. Why, you're barely more than a novice adventurer then, but look how far you've come. My mother, Mayune, tells me 'twas you who felled the fearsome Black Wolf. And now you seek stout-hearted souls to fill the ranks of a new order? Well, your cause is undoubtedly just, and my old companions here would be much relieved to see me in good hands. Yes, I'll do it. It is the very thing I've spent my entire adventuring career working towards. I shall join your company as soon as I've seen Ildar safely home. Final Fantasy names, fuck. I made a mistake. I'm like, I'm gonna read all of the dialogue options that aren't voiced, forgetting how Final Fantasy is with all terms and names. Imagine me expecting me to be able to read. Map. No. What? Okay, I guess I can't jump over that. Sorry. Oh gods, can it truly be you? By what fickle fortune must the first face I see upon my release be yours? Eh? Could it be you don't remember me? It is I, Laurentius, the man whose crimes you exposed. I was a whaler and a regular patron at Buscaron's. Who? Laurentius! I was selling maps and supplies to the Garleans before you and those red-belly poachers mopped the forest floor with my erstwhile employers. Here now, just how many criminals have you dealt with that my ignominious tales ignites not even the slightest flicker of recognition? I do recognize him, I just think that's funny. The less said of my past, the better, I suppose. And what of you, adventurer? What business brings you to this part of Gridania? Recruiting, eh? And what is your policy on reformed convicts? As the matter stands, the wood whalers will have not more to do with me. This may be just the second chance I was looking for. Revenant's toll, you say. I shall leave at once. You shall not regret this, I promise you. I am a changed man. Alright, bye. Bye, criminal scum. Alright, let's go to the airship landing and we're gonna head over. Hi! Hi, Zero, how you doing? Hope you're having a fantastic one. We're doing some MSQ replays of Final Fantasy XIV. We're currently in the patch quest of A Realm Reborn. What news, Ner? For my part, the Elder Seed Seer was most amenable to our requirements. It was like the longest 4-day week ever. Oh shit. Damn. Well, I hope that you get to do a little bit of relaxing now. It's almost the weekend, so if you have off on the weekend, I hope that you're gonna take some time to relax, just chill a little bit, and kick up your feet. A former wood whaler and a seasoned adventurer, our company will not lack for variety, that much is certain. An interesting harvest indeed. Shall we strike into Ul'dah whilst the iron is hot? Let us meet at the Royal Promenade and endeavor to conclude our remaining business. Our journey draws to a close. Okay, let's go to Ul'dah. Yeah, should be good. Go see Ant-Man on Sunday. Oh, nice! That's fun. Nice little fun movie outing. That's good to hear. It has... Sorry, I was like trying to think of when was the last time I went to a movie? It was actually pretty recent. Me proceeding to forget everything I do on a daily basis. This is what, as I said earlier in the stream, this is what happens when you get old. You forget things constantly. Hey, hi Alfie now. Ul'dah, the gilded city where one's fortune defines one's worth. I hope some manner of fortune is with us, and that this final leg proves as successful as the previous two. We've recruited 3 people into our new organization. Might I suggest ascending to the lower level before beginning your recruitment efforts? I do not think the Sultana will take kindly to us poaching for a personal guard. Let us meet back here at the promenade when our respective tasks are complete. Good hunting, Ner. Bye, Alfie. Okay, we are headed to... Okay. I'm just gonna look at the Aetheryte map first before going. Okay. Oh, why are they everywhere? Hate that for Ul'dah. Ul'dah, get your shit together. Get a better city layout. A company that looks to cure the ills of the realm entire. Listen, friend, I can scarce bear the complaints of the next stall over, let alone the conundrums of a neighboring nation. Well, figured that. Okay, hello? Aye, ye'd be surprised what rumors drift down to Pearl Lane. I know of this glorious new company of yours, and just how far I'd go to avoid getting involved in it. I hear your leader's 15 years old. What the hell? Whispers on the street say your organization is funded by corrupt coin. By syndicate money. If you think you're recruiting for a just cause, then you're a bigger fool than I took you for. Also child labor. Okay, it's down there. Oh, we have to go to every single guild to just talk to them. I like how we're like... It feels like Alphino gave us a list of like very important people to try and recruit, and then we're just like happening to stumble upon people that we've actually met, like, hey, we're doing a new free company, want to join? Rather than... Like, Alphino's is like, yes, try to recruit this very important person who loves their job into our new organization. And all of them are refusing, but all the ones that the Warrior of Light has, like, actually met on their travels is like, oh yeah, I'll join. I trust you, Ner. Hi, Yellow Moon. I'm sorry? You wish to recruit me? Is this some new fashioned manner of propositioning a lady? Well, I'm afraid you're wasting your time. This lady is already spoken for. Good day to you, miss. Lady, I wasn't trying to do that. My heart's taken by Leofard. Hello. Oh, what a happy coincidence. Do you remember me, perchance? I am Orson, of the Church of St. Adama Landama. Thank you again for your timely rescue. And I must also thank you for preventing the fraudulent priest from preying on dry bones as less fortunate. The most upsetting business. Are you here with your companion, Thancred, wasn't it? Ah, 'tis new companions you seek then. Your proposed organization sounds a powerful force for good, but my place is at the church with the children. Nevertheless, I wish you well in this undertaking. Well, good for her. She's doing well for herself. Okay, I'll cross over here. Every time I move through Ul'dah, I have to pull up the map, because I always get lost here. I have been playing this game for years, but it never fails that I get lost in Ul'dah. It's the one constant of playing this game. Okay, one last dude. I think I'm gonna... Oh, Wilred, hello! Wait, you're the lady who came to Little Alamigo looking for that masked devil. Who knows what might have happened if you hadn't... I'd probably be dead, and a whole lot more of my friends besides. We were such fools. Any road, that disaster got me to thinking about our homeland and about the outsider who saved us from ourselves. I realized how easily I'd been manipulated and vowed to make of myself a more worldly man. So here I am. A new company of champions, and you say it would take me to all corners of the realm? That sounds exactly like the opportunity I need. And don't worry, I'm not the same stripling you met in Little Alamigo. I prepared myself to fight the evil I now know is out there. Oh, we got Wilred too. What a good boy. Alright, let's go to here. okay? Hey, Alpha Note, did you do a good job? Did our new military organization that you're running, is it gonna be good? How fared you, Nur? What hidden gems did the streets of Ul'dah offer up to your unrelenting gaze? One person, Alphino. A single Alamegan youth? Well, you've certainly given us an admirable start, even if our ranks are yet somewhat thin. In these troubled years following the calamity, talk of Eorzea's salvation must seem akin to grasping at clouds. But there are those who have risen to the challenge nonetheless, and the hope that inspires these people was born in no small part from the victories you yourself have won. Thank you, Nur. I will not squander the precious gift you have placed into my keeping. These recruits will become the foundation of a new beginning. And yes, we are free to begin. As you've no doubt surmised, the Sultana has graced my trial company with her blessing. Our first wave of recruitment is over, the document signed, and the finances secure. There's naught to prevent me from taking the next step. You are concerned by the syndicate's involvement? As was I. Thus was the origin of every coin and their contribution carefully scrutinized and recorded. This organization will not be built on corruption. Naturally, I would prefer not to rely on outside sources at all, but even my family's substantial coffers could not sustain a venture of this magnitude. And as for the rumors and doubts surrounding the enterprise, well, such things shall plague us until the company has had a chance to prove its worth. It will not be an easy progress, but we will learn people's trust one success at a time. Speaking of time, we should waste no more of it. Let us return to the Rising Stones and lay the first stone for a united Eorzea. Alright, pray return to the Rising Stones, I guess. Oh, are we getting auto-teleported there? Hey, let's go. Perfect, love that. And there they go. Oh, hi Sultana. What the hell was I about to say? Sultana.
Tell me, General, what think you of Alphino's bold endeavor?
I think it is more than bold, Your Grace. His organization would pave the way for a united Eorzea. Well do I understand his impatience, since facing the common threat of the Ultima weapon, our nations have seemed farther apart, not closer together. Considering the many problems we face, should we not be glad that someone else is taking the initiative?
Oh,
we have all pledged our cooperation. Yet the grumbling continues behind closed doors. Ul'dah is not alone in her duplicity.
And thus we rely on a 15-year-old to save all of us.
I myself have doubts as to the good this organization will achieve. With the inclusion of the finest soldiers of the 3 grand companies, it promises to be a fearsome military body. But whom will it serve? Even under the watchful gaze of the Scions, it is not unthinkable that such a force could perpetrate a great wrong. Does it not concern you that a significant proportion of its financial backing came from the coffers of the Syndicate? That those unprincipled worms might forge this extraordinary gathering of warriors into a private army?
I have trust in the Scions, Your Grace. They have spared us no end of trouble at the hands of the Primals. If they seek reinforcements, I deem it unwise to deny them. As for their finances, full many gave generously. And though our nobles proffered a sizable sum, their coin did not spill from the pockets of Lolorito and his cronies. And what of the presence of our stalwart adventurer friend in this endeavor? I doubt the Warrior of Light would betray our cause.
Yes, there is that, I suppose. Yet I have known people to change. Whether we will or no, the events of the age hurl us this way and that, like a dust devil skipping across the sands. done about Telechi?
I have explored all avenues available to us, Your Grace. But as Ul'Dan law now stands, we lack the evidence to convict him of any crime. To arrest him on spurious grounds would only play into his hands.
He has all but committed treason, and yet we can do nothing?
Aw, Nanamo. I love her.
What good our government? What worth the royal house? How deplorable this mockery of justice!
Have faith, Your Grace. It is not over.
Aww. Love them. They're so good. And okay, Alvino fucking left without us then. We've been standing here for a full day. Okay, where are we going? Alright. Fuck you, Alphino, just leaving me here. Can't believe the audacity of this boy. Asking us to recruit everyone and then leaving us here for a whole day. What the hell? I think greedy drinking again. You're about— oh, well, you were talking about that. Hi, Tataru. No, this won't do at all. And then I'll have to— oh, hello, Ner. If you don't mind, I'm terribly busy at the moment. That is not a journey I soon wish to repeat. Alone. Without you. But I cannot pause to rest. The culmination of our effort is at hand. I must seek to the preparations of the inaugural ceremony. Thank you for allowing me to monopolize your services, Nur. I didn't take you on the airship back. I hope that you don't mind about that. I am certain the antecedent will be relieved to see you free of other duties. My grandfather formed a circle of knowing in the hopes that, through the accumulation of knowledge, Aozero may be saved from disaster foretold. A band of champions brought together by a common goal to lead our realm to a better tomorrow. Though our means may differ, I'd like to believe that I do make him proud in undertaking a new endeavor. Heretical harassment. Minfilia appears eager to welcome you back to Revenant Soul. Greetings, Nur. Alphino tells me that all is in place to begin his trial company. The Scions shall certainly be grateful to have the support of such an organization. The inaugural ceremonies is set to take place here at the Rising Stones. Tataru is cooperating with Alphino to see that all is in readiness, so I'm afraid that the recruits themselves have been left to their own devices for the time being. Quite a number of new faces have arrived in Revenant's Toll of late, and I wonder if Slathborn might not find himself overwhelmed. Would you speak with him and see if there's any aught he requires? Alright. Let's check in with everyone. Okay, looks like nothing new in here. Nobody has entered the domain yet. Nobody's met Hoary Boulder. I don't think they come in until after the ceremony. I don't think they'll let them in. Let them in, sorry. What can I do for you, Nur? I thought you'd have your hands full helping out with this new arm of the Scions. Ha! I barely noticed your recruits arrive. This was barely a trickle compared to the flood of treasure hoarders we have passed through here every day. While I appreciate your offer of aid, it is more of your burden that concerns me. I'm told this trial company will answer directly to antecedent, so I trust that means less work for you in the long run. Slaffmord, the shipment, we couldn't. God's woman, what befell? We're bringing a shipment to Revenant's Toll, provisions earmarked for the frontier effort. But just as we sought to cross over to Mordona, we were set upon by brigands. I believe there may have been heretics. There are many, too many. We only escaped with our lives by abandoning the supplies. Pray forgive us. There's naught to forgive. Provisions can be replaced, but smart soldiers are hard to find. Take your rest and I'll have someone along to tend to those wounds. What to do? If heretics are involved, then this is like to be more than a case of simple thievery. Ishgard will need to be informed. Where did these supplies originate? House Vortemps. We collected the provisions from Camp Dragonhead proper. Understood. I shall see that they are apprised of its development. Were you not on good terms with the Knights of House Vortemps? I will be sending them a missive immediately, of course, but I'd also have you travel there and offer your considerable talents. Yes, I realize I contradict my earlier hopes to lighten your load, but I need someone who can help bring this incident to a satisfactory conclusion. Our favorable relations with Ishgard are far too important to risk half measures. Of course, if I get to say hi to my bestie. Thank you for your understanding. I'm certain Lord Oshafant will be glad of your assistance. We're gonna see Lord Oshafant! It's time for Oshafant! Everyone cheer! Okay, we're going this way. Okay. Let's go see hi to Oshafant. Let's go. Oh, we are like all the way over here. I should have probably teleported, but it's too late now. We're saving the gill. Yeah, we're getting into the more Ishgard sections. That's really gonna start leading into Heavensward. So in the patch quests that lead up to Heavensward, there's like 2 plots going on between both like Ishgard specific content and then Scion related content. So these 2 things are both gonna lead into it. So we're getting into this section now. Very exciting. Oshafant, hello. It's me, your bestie. Well, well, if it isn't my fine friend, Nur-X. Would you care for a plate of roast caracal? Some mulled wine? No? Ah, I see you have not come into my hall merely to escape the biting cold. I was, in fact, on the verge of opening an urgent missive from Revenant's Toll, and I suspect the timing of your arrival is no coincidence. Hi, Oshafant. When the cold sets in, Lord Oshafant awaits confirmation for the reason for your visit to Camp Dragonhead. Oshafant!
The incident with the new frontier hands? No, you need not elaborate. I have been following their progress with no small amount of interest.
Yeah, this is the first time he's ever voiced. This is when he finally gets a voice. We love to see it.
Brave men and women all. They do our nation a great service. The existence of a fortified outpost in Mordona will do much to dissuade the Empire from trespassing on Kurthus soil. Right glad am I that you have chosen to lend your support to this endeavor. Never let it be said that House Fortom does not acknowledge the efforts of her allies, or her debts. 'Twas in the spirit of gratitude that I arranged for sundry supplies to be delivered to Revenant's Toll. At the shipment should chance to be waylaid by heretics is poor fortune indeed. Poor fortune, I say, yet not without precedent. If you would know the truth of it, these incorrigible villains grow more organized with each passing day. This new unity of purpose we attribute to their leader, the Lady Iceheart. But though I have devoted significant resources to the task of identifying this woman, we have yet to learn so much as her birth name. What we do know is that the heretics speak of Iceheart in reverent tones, and would gladly embrace death rather than betray her. Such loyalty is rare indeed, and I fear to imagine what so committed a collective might achieve.
Oh no, I just noticed something. Oh no, this is gonna drive me insane. Lord Oshafant's chair is slightly... It's either the flags... Yeah, the flags behind Lord Oshafant are not on center with his chair. Oh, that's gonna drive me crazy. It's not centered! It's not symmetrical! Okay. Anyway, now that I got that off my chest. Hi, Oshafant.
The brigands have not yet been so brazen as to risk direct confrontation here in Dragonhead. Some few of their number have, however, been sighted not far to the west of here, and with ever-increasing regularity. A visit to Whitebrim Front may bring you the answers you seek. Will you brave the snows, knowing what implacable foes may lie in wait?
Of course, anything for you, Oshafant. I will do anything to help you. You're my bestie.
Halone's blessings be upon you. Though I take no pride in the admission, many of mine own countrymen are not so well suited as you adventurers to dealing with such foes. Were they dragons, it might be otherwise. But truly, I could not wish for a finer ally. You have done much for my house in the past, and I have no doubt but that I shall have cause to celebrate your deeds again ere long. Should you learn aught of value, pray return to me forthwith. A warm hearth and a warmer welcome shall be waiting for you.
Of course, Oshafant. Love you. Love you, Oshafant. Quest accepted. Furtive bands of men have been spied by patrols out on Whitebrim Front. Perhaps Lord Drulamont will know more of the brazen heretics we seek. Sorry. We also speak them. Yeah, I think that's actually going to call it for me tonight. It is, just became midnight here, so I should probably end things off soon. But guys, I just fucking saw the shirtless men in the corner of the room. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me. For joining me with, Anyway, guys, thank you so much for joining me for more, well, this is actually the first stream. Thank you for joining me for the first stream of my Final Fantasy XIV MSQ Replay. Again, this section will be going all the way towards the end of Heavensward proper, which is 3.3. So, it's gonna be a long one. But yeah, so, I'm probably gonna do another stream this weekend. Hell yeah. Hey, Jack. Yeah, so, I'm probably gonna do another stream this weekend. I think it might be Dawn of the New World. Just because I can't get too far in MSQ without doing Crystal Tower, and yeah. Hi. So, again, next Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, me and Squishy and Soot are going to do Crystal Tower raids together and take care of all that. And I'm not sure if it's going to be a 1-stream thing or a 2-stream thing, I don't know, but we're going to do that. So, we're going to do all the Crystal Tower stuff, because we need to do that before we reach Heavensward. And, it's probably gonna be a Dawn of the New World stream this weekend. But yeah, let's see who we're gonna raid. Who the hell is online right now? No idea. Let's see who's out here. Oh, wait, is she still streaming? Really? Let me check. Is she still streaming? Like, is she... I need to check something. Oh, hi, Bubby. Literally the second I, say, I'm gonna end stream, Bubby fucking launches onto my table. Hi, Bubby. Bubby says hi, everyone. He's saying meow. No, he's not. Yeah. Let's see. I'm just waiting. Hello, cat. Yeah, he says hello. He's got a little turkey butt. He's sitting on my PS3. That's his usual mount. So yeah, we are going to be rating Kieran, who's doing her second anniversary stream. Looks like she's still going. I'm surprised she's still going, but yeah. So let's go. Yeah, see you guys sometime this weekend, and yeah. Whenever I'm going to stream, you'll see it on Twitter, so just keep an eye on that. Anyway, bye everyone. See you next time. Bye.